Happy Hump Day, everyone! Hello, friends who is tuning in from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Welcome back to another of my weekly LinkedIn Live 30 minutes coffee break. Have you got your coffee? With your LinkedIn girl. For those of you who have been following me for a while, sorry, I'm like rumbling a little bit. You guys know the drill. Let me know where you guys are dialing in from. I'm so excited to have you here today. And I love myself a really good cup of coffee. If you get one, amazing. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Salina, the ex-LinkedIn girl who turned into the CEO of the In Academy in the middle of COVID. I know, right? I'm showing up for my amazing community every Wednesday to share one topic, tip, hacks to help you to get real result on LinkedIn. Utilize the power of this platform. Stop feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and lack of time to figure LinkedIn all by yourself. I'm here for you. Oh, I saw that Robert is here. Hello. Amazing. So good to see you. Yes, I think answering Steven's question earlier, right? You can lose it, the LinkedIn Live. But anyway, for those of you who is like lost, like what are you guys talking about? I used to have a lot of amazing guests in my show, and I recently launched a poll to ask my audience how I can support them better with my weekly LinkedIn Live show. And I posted something like my solo show is finally up, but I think it's just lost in translation that you would get lost your LinkedIn access if you don't follow the LinkedIn professional community guidelines. But anyway, long story short, so happy that you're here, Robert. Craig, so happy to see you too. Craig from Queens, New York. Woohoo! New York. All right. Way too excited for the early morning. But anyway, if you're solopreneurs, business coaches, or one in making side hustler who are looking to build a strong personal brand and turn connection to customers and boost social engagement on LinkedIn, you, my friend, you're in the right place. Before I get started with today's exciting topic, which is one of the topics that I'm very passionate about, Craig know, and Robin might know, and that would be, do you know only 20% of people remember what they read, while 80% remember what they see? All right, what I'm getting here, right? Visuals are processed 6,000 times faster than text. And guess what? 80% of LinkedIn members use generic default cover photos. Yes, you hear me right. 80% use generic default cover photos. That's why a personalized cover photos get more profile views, connections, invite, as well as DMs. If you're not a designer, I get it. I'm not as well. Then go and grab our latest freebie, 8 LinkedIn plug and play cover photos template for entrepreneur and coaches to steal. You're going to love this guy. So I will drop a download link right after the show, and make sure you got that cover photo that you wanted to create truly stands out. I use Canva. Despite you don't have a premium package, it doesn't matter. My template is going to help you and truly communicate instantly your passion as well as strength. All right, get back to it, right? All right, let's get started. It took me so long to produce high quality pieces of content for the longest time. I don't know for you. If you guys associate with that, please drop me an emoji of your preference. And sometimes I spend 2 hours, sometimes I spend 5, and sometimes I even spend a full day. And if a really good piece of content, I'm talking about like a 1 hour video content on YouTube or 1 hour video content specifically for my clients, for my B2B client, it takes me sometimes months to put it together. So my content is so good that I can blow away my target audience, but sometimes it gets too much, right? If you can associate to it, please let me know in the comment box below so I know. Awesome. I see that we got new friends too. Brett, so happy to see you from Melbourne, Australia. Woohoo! So happy to see you here, and welcome to the show. And my point is it's get too much, right? And the sad news is we hit the post button or the publish button and you upload whatever, wherever it is, then we move on creating the next one, right? Just a vicious loop. Creating, posting, creating, posting, creating, posting. Is that you, my friend? Have you been there, my friend? Drop a yes below so that I know. And you might say, come on, Salina, of course, I've done so much content and I hear you because I've been there too, but not anymore. So today I'm going to share with you one pieces of content deserve, wait for it, drum roll please, is 8, I'm not saying it wrong, 8 new lives. One piece of content deserve 8 new leases of life. I'm not kidding. Sharing all the tips and tricks with you to achieve exactly that and stop feeling wasting time on just one pieces of content that you said, please, month, maybe years is too much, and multiply it by 8. Did your years just perk up like I do? I am not kidding. Let's do this. A powerful content is the cornerstone of every successful online business. You can perhaps relate to that. I want you to walk out from this show today. You feel empowered, confidence to know how to take one powerful content of yours that you put your heart and soul to it and repurpose it in 8 different ways. So you can, 1, grow your audience at a more consistent pace and faster. Number 2, reach a broader new audience. Amazing, right? But last but not least, which is one of the most valuable thing for us as entrepreneur or solopreneurs, is make the most of your effort and time. I think we all could use an extra shot of coffee of clever, genius ways to repurpose your own content. And that's what this episode is all about. All right, so let's get to it. Before we get into it, I have some new friends too. Hello. I hope I don't butcher your name, my friend, but hello from Bangladesh. Amazing. And Millie, you're here. So happy you're here. Oh, do I freeze still? Let me know. I'm moving so I can test it. Let me know, my friends, if I am still freezing. But anyway, let's get to it. The number 1, drum roll please, is about LinkedIn live show or any live show you've been currently doing. If you're doing live show on Facebook, if you're doing live show on YouTube, or even your own webinar, what can you do? I do that all the time. If you're using Zoom for your webinar, you can easily download that pieces of video content directly from your Google Drive or cloud and to your desktop. And what do? You cut it into 3, 6, 8, whatever pieces of short clip content. Because if you have a kick-ass live show, like I do, I'm very confident about it. It's a huge success or webinar, but not everybody can make it to your show or webinar sometimes. So don't let that great pieces of video content go to waste. So I'm going to share with you a couple of apps that I personally use to basically, cut all these amazing long form video into small little clips, which I think majority of you who have been following me for a while, you saw those clips. Those are all, I'm not kidding, from my live show, from my webinar, from all the amazing long form video content that I did. So let's go to something nitty gritty that actionable that you can take away. So what type of best video editing tool that I like to use? If you like me, I constantly use my mobile for everything, like seriously, everything. My team knows about it. I like to use my mobile to work on the go. I'm commuting to the office, my co-working space, or whatever. I use my phone. And one of the best, it's a free editing video tool. It's called InShot. I'm going to drop the show notes later. It's just IN and then SHOT, InShot app. It's totally for free. And if you have it as a webinar MP4 files, or you have this live stream just like I do through StreamYard or Restream, whatever streaming service that you're using, download that and then load it to your phone. and edit it right there. It's just so simple and so easy to use. So this will be the first tool that I like to use. But sometimes if I prefer to look at it in a bigger screen, I also use iMovie as well. Again, this is a free tool if you have Mac computer with you. So these are the first go-to tool that I would use. And on top of it, you might ask, but Salina, you got so many amazing subtitles. How do you do it? Of course, I got it covered for you. So for my subtitles, I use both InShot, where again, like I said, on the go. Sometimes I type that in, and with some of the subtitles, and it's very simple. If it's just like a cut of 1 minute, it takes you literally like 3 minutes to really edit it all for you. It's super, super simple. And if you are doing it on a pay app, which I love, it's called Subtitle with a Z. And it will automatically use an AI function to generate your subtitles. So there you go, the very first lives. Okay, so what is it again? LinkedIn live show or webinar, drizzle it or chopped it into small pieces of short video clips into content. So this is the second live for second lives. It's difficult to pronounce. You know what I mean, for your actual webinar or long form video. All right, let's go for the second one. Do you guys know about it already? Oh, Robin, you are a gem. Thank you for dropping. Like, I'm just like basically trying to do everything all together, right? Robin, thank you. So InShot app, Robert already dropped the link below and subtitle as well. You are amazing. Please, please, please go and check it out. Again, InShot is for free. Subtitle is paid, but it's really, really reasonable. If you don't want to waste extra time to basically put it all in, and if it's a longer form of video, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you want to drizzle it in on YouTube, then of course subtitles seems really, really useful. And then Andrea, so happy to see you here. We just got connected before my holiday. She's such a sweetheart, and she is starting her LinkedIn journey with us, guys. So please, please, please send a warm welcome to Andrea. And you're amazing. Thank you. And thank you for sharing all the valuable information with us. And Steven, amazing that you can join in today. High energy session as usual. Get your doses of hum day from me. All right, second point. Second, lives is long form blog content. So who has been posting long form article on LinkedIn? Please raise your hand. I mean, not in your living room or in your office. Raise your hand in the emoji in the comment box below so I know. Raise your hand if you post a long form blog content. So if you do, this is what I usually do, and I have repurposed and give them a second life a lot of times, is to make this as a document or make it as a guide or make it as a swipe files. So what exactly is a document, right? So document is a form, is a format on LinkedIn, which you can basically, put it in multiple PDF. I see that one of my clients are here dialing in today, Craig, and Craig did an amazing job with repurposing some of her, key learnings in webinar into these amazing document, or what I call guides, right? So make that long form blog post into these guides, because you can repackage 3 to 5 bullet points into this downloadable guide that is really simple. So seriously, for long form blog content, they can remain having an immortal life forever. I am not kidding here. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3 lives is visual content. So whoever that love design, please again raise your hand, put an emoji, fire emoji. If you're a designer, we need to chat. But anyway, if you love designing, you can use some of the design and repurpose it to Pinterest board. What is Pinterest board, right? You can go to Pinterest, and obviously it's a very great way to increase your traffic on your website through Pinterest. And Pinterest organic, it's so underrated. Like, I've been talking with a couple of my marketing friends. I have been driving like almost 2,000 sort of like organic traffic through Pinterest. I'm not kidding here, without paying a single ad. through Pinterest. So doing that, it's super important to drive traffic to your website. So how to do it? If you have a visual of what I did, like let's say today with my LinkedIn live show, right? Then you can repurpose that visual. And there's like this one magic button on Canva. If you are a premium user, unfortunately, they only allow premium user to do that. But again, it's like what, 12 US dollars per month is really nothing. You can click the magic button. It's called resize. And you can resize it to a Pinterest pins. Voila. Did you just like draw jobs like I do? Because when I am doing research about repurposing and doing it by myself, I find this an amazing repurposing idea as well. Because why? It's literally 30 seconds of your time to resize to a Pinterest pins, and you can just upload it to your Pinterest board and get as many traffic organically coming to your website. Amazing, right? Do you know about that? If you don't, please drop and let me know. And Robert here already raised your hand. I hope it's about the long blog post, if that's the case, or the visual content. That's great as well. And Millie, I'm with you. I'm poor, so it's hard to pay all those stuff. Yes. I hear you, girl. Trust me. Before I decided to go on subtitles, which is a paid solution, I have been editing all my video through InShot for 4 years. I'm not kidding. I'm not paying a single dime to any video editing service for 4 years. If you're talking about stubbornness here, you are looking at one. So I'm telling you, girl, whenever you feel comfortable to really start paying, then do it. That pay solution is going to buy back your time. And obviously, when you have a client, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, or a group clients, then you can start paying for stuff. I always have a list of things that it's not a tip, but I love that. It's like what I call the dream list. And for example, if you're following me for a while, before that, you know I don't have a Yeti mic. Like seriously, go back to my 2020 episode. I don't have my Yeti mic, and I also don't have this amazing. Let me see whether I can unhook this amazing Logitech HD video webcam here as well. I don't pay for this for 20 episodes until things are converting. I got my clients coming in. Then you can make that dream list and slowly adding in. And only just today, I add one more thing, which I don't know whether you guys can notice. It's my lighting. I know, don't laugh at me, guys, because I know a lot of you have been following me for a while in my show, and I always have terrible lighting, right? Come on, be honest. I know I have terrible lighting. If I don't have my light today, which is an upgrade, only starting today, my show is going to look like that without, a clearance in terms of my face. But anyway, look at this now. Voila. But anyway, Millie, I'm just wanted to share with you my really honest sort of suggestion as an entrepreneur. I know it's really hard, and don't ever pay a single dime when you're not ready for it. Make your dream list. This is how I do it. And I still have my dream list here is being stick in the wall, but obviously I'm not going to tear it down, but I have my next dream list for what I can upgrade for providing a better experience for my audience. Anyway, getting back to it, I just want to say, Manisa Shah, I'm so happy that you're here. You're also raising your hand, and I guess you find this really valuable. And Robert, everything, amazing. And Kuram here, hi there. I'm so happy that you're here as well. You have to consider the value of your time too. Absolutely, think about that. And I know Joseph. Joseph is in the house. I'm so happy you're here, my friend. Joseph from Ghana. I'm so happy you're here. And Robert, yes, best mic ever. I agree. All right, let's get back. So this third point is visual content, and then sort of like resize it, use the Canva magic button to resize it to Pinterest board. It's absolutely amazing. Number 4, what's the number 4 lives? You know, I love having guests to my live show, and I have been having interviews almost like what, like 17 or 16 out of my 22 shows, which is quite a lot. And oftentimes I learn so much from my guests, and they always drop in so much gems here and with like amazing quote. Like they don't happen to know, but I was like, oh my gosh, that's a good quote from you. And what do you do with those quotes? You can use those interview quotes and make it as a graphic to blast it on social media, right? Amazing. You can blast it on LinkedIn, you can blast it on Facebook, you can blast it on Instagram, you can blast it on Twitter, you name it, whatever platform. All right, lives number 5, I'm getting to it. Your presentation deck. All right, give me a high five emoji if you always needs to create presentation deck for your clients. I do. I think average, I do around 2 to 3 presentation deck per week. Yes, you don't hear me wrong. Per week. That's a lot. And you will be like asking, but those are client information. I can't use that. Yes, I hear you. But there might be some charts, there's some data points, there's some graphic that you create for your clients that is also helpful to use that presentation to make it as an infographic as a social media post, right? For example, all the time when I'm explaining to my clients the beauty of LinkedIn, I talk about, the 1% of content creators, wherever that it's following me, you understand, right? The content creator stuff, like that's why I've been pushing all the time. If you're not posting on LinkedIn, you're missing out. So do remember to post on LinkedIn. But my point being is, like, for example, this data point, or I talk about average income household on LinkedIn. It's a lot, right? Those, you can make it as an infographic and repurposing it because they are so beautiful. You spend so much time to put this client's sort of a presentation deck together. You spend hours working on them. Turn them into infographic using Canva. Or another tool, which Millie, I'm looking at you, completely free, is Pico 2 Chart. Okay, I hope I pronounced it correctly. If whoever that actually associate with the brand, don't punish me. But it's spelled P-I-K-O. Oh, sorry, again. P-I-K-T-O and then chart, C-H-A-R-T. Amazing. Super easy to use, and you can use that as an infographic. Very simple to use. All right. I see that a lot of hands is raising because me too. And I love repurposing content. Come on. One content can have 8 lives. What else can you ask for, right? And I like that Robert also dropped the gems here, audiogram, which I'm going to talk about it. And I love that. And Teresa, so happy you're here. I love that dreamless and a great idea. Thank you. High five for that. All right, let's go for number 6. Going back to blog posts, because blog posts, long form blog posts, sometimes it's a written format, right? And I haven't launched my podcast show yet, but I do have my weekly LinkedIn live show, which your long form blog post could be the idea or the center of the inspiration for your live show or podcast show, because it's long form content, like I said, which you can make it as a bullet point, as some talking points for your show notes, right? Talk about one topic that you love to make it as a script to talk in your podcast. So there you go. Again, long form blog content have immortal lives. Really, you can do so much about it. Okay, number 7, FAQ. All right, I am looking at you and everyone. I have been receiving so many questions about LinkedIn, about the best practice. Indeed, I think one of the audience dialing in earlier asked me really good questions, but that is all the things that a lot of the audience have been asking as well. And how do you repurpose that, right? How do you give it a second life? So FAQ it's amazing to use it as your weekly emails newsletter. All right, whoever have not been subscribed to my newsletter, they know my newsletter is so much fun because there's no BS, bullshit. And you just get so much from it, and it's very short and sweet. And some of the time, FAQ is the inspiration from it. For example, why? Exactly what your audience asks all the time, right? Why not asking them all in once inside your own email newsletter, right? All together. For example, people always ask me, Salina, should I post content that is personal on LinkedIn? It's a professional platform. Would I be sort of penalized? Would people think I'm not professional, right? These are all the FAQ that people ask. Or, Salina, should I accept all the connection requests? Make this as your newsletter topics. Make that in, because you can what? Answer your audience all in once. So I'm very, very happy that you guys are here. Oh, and Fenshika is here. Fenshika is in the house. I just literally interviewed her last Wednesday. If you missed that, go back to mine or Fenshika newsfeed and check it out. Because our show about the power of personal branding is just on fire. Like, really, Fenshika have just dropped so much amazing gems. So remember to follow her. And thank you so much, girl. Love what you're saying, Salina. I love how you're being so candid. I try, really. And Gianna, so happy to see you, girl. And I know it's super early for you. I think it's 6:20? Sorry, 6:30 for you a.m. in PST. So I'm so happy that you're dialing in. You're my morning girl. I hope you have your coffee ready. So listening to me. All right. So final lives of one piece of content can turn into, another lives. Drum roll, please. What's the last one? All right. I think Robert had done an amazing job in terms of sneak peeking at, because this one is my absolute favorite. Not a lot of people are doing it, but the thing is that it's completely for free. I'm saying for free. All right, Nilly, is your ears perking up and you're so excited to hear about it? Because me too. Anyway, make your short or even medium length of video or your YouTube video under 10 minutes into audiogram. I like that Robert already put that in already. So go back to Robert's comment. It's about audio and gram. It's like Instagram, but they take out Insta, but gram, audiogram. And if you don't know what audiogram is, just literally put in Google. They will show you how that looks like, but it's the coolest type of format. I absolutely love it, because why? It saves me so much time, and you can highlight that snippet that you talk about in a very attractive, compelling way. And what is an added bonus for you? It's add subtitles. A lot of people using audiogram are not using subtitles. And I need to share with you that majority of the people that is watching video or even listening, turning in your audiogram, are not, sometimes making it a sound on. So make sure you add the subtitles there, so to make your audience could really easily tune in. And my favorite tool to use for audiogram, Robert, I guess you're suggesting it. That's why you're also using one. But my favorite is Headliner. So Robert, if you have a really amazing audiogram suggestion, please drop in the comment box below, and also follow Robert. I like this amazing community here. That's why we're all here, right? To learn, as well as to learn from each other, as well as to sort of really lift each other up in terms of reaching and achieving greater heights. I'm always talking about that. I'm all here for you, my friend. So anyway, Headliners, it's amazing to do audiograms. And again, it's completely for free. Obviously, you can do pay one. The pay one is only for, if you want to do it a lot more. I think a month you can do it for free. That's should be quite enough. Imagine the 8 lives repurposing that I share with you today. it's already enough for you. And each week, if you can repurpose an audiogram, use that as well. And yeah, I absolutely love Headliner. And yes, go to Robert's profile, check him out. I actually go to join one of his live. It's absolutely amazing. Like unveiling some of the dentist sort of like what would you call like misbehavior in the States, and some of the news. So Robert, I'm so happy to see you at my show as well. And so yes, Atlanta is free, completely free. So do that. But again, it's a limited sort of credit, if you call it credit, to basically do sort of one content. So do use that as well. And Adrian is here. I changed my niche and am updating my headline in the about section. Major breakthrough in process. Yes. Amazing. Great. So there you have it, guys. I hope these are helpful. So again, I want to reiterate, one piece of a content would have 8 lives. Really, 8 lives. I'm not changing it again. 8 lives. We already talked about all of it. If you missed out or you tuned in just a little bit late, doesn't matter. Go back to it, because I already share some tips as well as the exact application that I personally use in order to repurpose all these content. Again, repurposing your content should not be a nice to have system in your marketing plan or business. It should always be part of your content creation process. And I really see this as a must, my friend, because why? You can reach wider new audience, grow your community at a faster pace and consistent rate. And on top of it, you spend the same time doing and creating content, but you save 8 times more. So my question for you is, why not? Right? So here you go, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in to my weekly LinkedIn live show, 30 minutes with coffee break with your LinkedIn gal. And now, if you got any questions, please let me know in the comment box below. I will stay for another 3 minutes. And before you go, I want to remind you that download our latest freebies. I am not kidding. You're going to love it, because I personally asked my designer to create it just for you. It's an 8 LinkedIn plug and play cover photo templates for entrepreneur like you and me, or coaches to steal. And you can customize it yourself very easily. I have tons of like social media icon that you can plug and play, like I said, copy paste and make your own cover photo. And I will drop a download link right below after the show, and make sure your cover photo leave the best first impression, and stop strolling and read on. So I hope this is a fun episode for you today. And if you do enjoy it, please leave me some comments, so I know these are some of the topic really help you out as well. Because if you do, I will continue creating more solo show just for you, my friend. And all right, I guess no questions today, which is amazing. And thank you, Steven. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Andrea. You are a gem too. Brad, I'm so happy you're here. I think Australia is it early now or late? Please let me know. I'm really mixed up with the time zone sometime, but I'm so happy that you're here, Brad. And Millie, bye for now. And Stephen, thank you for another info-filled session. Yes, absolutely. And all right, so thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you all next week at the same time, same place, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. And bye for now. Have a productive rest of your week ahead, everyone. And see you soon. Bye.